Hanna Marti. I am a member of the Sequentia ensemble, and I've been part of a project to reconstruct the medieval settings of the Songs of Consolation by Boethius. And today I want to show the process of reconstructing one of these songs and tell a little bit about some of the strategies that we've been using. So something about my harp. It's based on a picture in the Hunterian Psalter, which is a 12th century manuscript in Glasgow today. And it has many illuminations inside of this manuscript. And one of them shows King David, who is playing his harp, maybe tuning his harp even. That harp there has 13 strings, and this one is roughly based on that one. It has a little bit more strings, but it's more or less that design with the animal head. The range of this harp is 2 octaves and a tone, and the tuning is a diatonic tuning. So I start on E because this is a range that works well with my voice and with the modes that I'm about to use. So I start on E, I have the semitone F, then I have a tone G, A, B, another semitone C, D, E, and it goes on in the same way. I sometimes change perhaps a B to a B flat or a E to an E flat in order to attain a different mode that I might use for another song. But for this song that I'm about to sing, this is a purely diatonic tuning based on this tuning that I've just shown. The song that I'm about to sing is Quis Quis Composito. It is one of the teachings of Lady Philosophy to Boethius, where she is telling Boethius to keep control of his emotions, to no matter what fate brings him, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, to be stable within himself. So she's saying don't have any fears, but also don't have any hopes.
Quis quis composito serenus evo, fatum superibus egit superbum, fortunamque tuensutramque rectus invictum potuit tenere vultum.
So the introductory figure of this song is not something that is in the manuscript, of course. It's something that I use to establish a mode, to get myself familiar with the tonal material. So it's actually very much based on the melody that we have from the manuscript. So we had quis quis composito, this kind of tonal range. Fatum superibus egit superbum. The 5th comes in. I've added the octave to that to make it fuller. Fortunamque tuensutramque rectus, with this very interesting counter moment. Tenere vultum goes back to this region. Now, so I've had this 4th, I've had this 5th. Since we're in 4th, this made sense afterwards, and I added as already the high octave. This gives me another 4th. Then adding this from the counter sonority that we had in this one moment, I end up with this material. And just playing around with this gives me an idea of the mode, where it is, but it also gives me a kind of nice introductory figure to start the song. Every version that I perform of this song will be slightly different. This is based on practical things like acoustic of the room or timing in a concert context, for example. This also then changes the way I do an accompaniment on the harp. So if I were to demonstrate perhaps a more florid version of accompaniment, so before we had these kind of very basic 4ths, if I filled this up with more ornaments, this would already create a very different mood, so to say.
Quis quis composito serenus evo, fatum superibus egit superbum, fortunamque tuens utramque rectus invictum potuit tenere vultum.
Now, I haven't changed much of the tonal material, but even already changing the way I play these tones and filling it up with a little bit of extra tones creates a very different accompaniment.